Gee. I'm looking forward to that, Toni.
All right, sweetheart.
Mm.
I don't want you to I want you to think of your before moment before you start. And
Right.
who you're talking to and why you're saying what you're saying. And I always find that a physical activity really helps me get into the character. And action.
When my son Ron was hit by a car because of riding his skateboard into the street, um, there was nobody else to blame but myself. I still blame myself. I mean, I was the one who said yes when he asked me to get it for him. And I was the one that went with him to pick out the one that he wanted. I was the one that watched him ride his skateboard around the block for the very first time. And I was the one who watched him ride his skateboard into the street. And I was the one that watched him get hit by the black Mazda. Not a day goes by where I don't blame myself. I ask myself, what if? And what if I had said no? What if I had picked another skateboard out for him? Or what if I had taught him not to ride his skateboard in the street like any decent mother would, because I thought he knew better, but seeing him laying there when his head was in the back of the front of the tire and he was looking up at me and his first words were, "I'm sorry, Mommy." Imagine that. Imagine my son saying, apologizing to his horrible mother. I tried to forget it. I tried to take that and get that image out of my mind, but it's burned there forever. It's forever burned into my memory. And I wrestle with that every day, every single day. I wrestle with those images. It's been 10 years. 10 years going on yesterday. But I promise you something, Nora. I promise you with all my heart and soul that there's going to come a day when you will wake up in the morning and that horrible, horrible pain in your chest will loosen and you'll be able to take a real breath for the first time. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it will. I guarantee it.
Okay, that was really nice, Barbara, but your last week's performance was better. And there's a couple.
I forgot most of the words. I just was improvising.
That's okay. And for all of you guys, don't point out your pimples. We don't need to know that because we really believed you. We did believe you. Couple of things. You're going to do it again one more time. Instead of taking the Kleenex box, I want you to take the Kleenex out and hand it to her. You can drop it. You can drop it. I don't care. And then you can take out one for yourself. The thing that threw you off, and I'll tell you what it is, you have a tendency to let go of your breath. And you did it right at the beginning. You went, oh. If you would say it on the word, not let go of the energy of that breath, but as you're taking the Kleenex to give to her, you're starting to speak. Okay? Not, A couple of times she kept smacking. I do that all the time. So I'm just letting you know we all do this as actors. So I'm going to ask you, it was a real talented read, but you're much better than that. Much, much better.
Thank
So I would like to have you at the very beginning to start off to comfort. Use the intention to comfort. And when I give you, you know, an intention, just keep going until it hits you, it's in, okay? Don't stop, don't say what. If you guys can't hear me, still keep going, okay? So start again, do not let out your breath. Keep it in and to try and comfort. And take your time. Take your time with the Kleenex. You can be talking. Maybe at some point you can clean your glasses because you cried a little bit. So here we go.
I also have my tea.
You have your tea?
It says courage on it.
Oh, we didn't see that. That didn't matter. All right, sweetheart. So let's start again. Do not lose the energy on the breath. And action.
When my son Ron was hit by a car when he drove his skateboard into the street, there was nobody else to blame but myself.
Analyze it.
I still blame myself. That never goes away. I mean, I was the one who said yes when he asked me to get it for him. I was the one that took him to pick out the one he wanted.
To remember. To remember.
I was the one who watched him ride it for the first time down the street.
Take off your glasses. Try not to cry.
And I was the one who saw him get hit by the black Mazda. I still blame myself, and not a day goes by when I don't say, what if? What if I had said no? What if I had picked out another skateboard?
Question yourself.
What if I told my son to stay out of the street? Something that I didn't have the decency to do because I thought he knew better. And seeing him lying there with his head against the front of the tire.
Try not to cry.
Looking up to me. The first thing he said was, "I'm sorry, Mommy." Imagine that. Imagine my son Ronald apologizing to his mother, his horrible mother.
Composure. To gain your composure. To gain your composure.
Well, these images don't ever go away. They're burned in my memory forever. No matter how much I try to erase them, to paint a different story, I can't. It's burned. They're burned forever in my memory for life. It's been 10 years. 10 years going on yesterday. But I promise you something, Nora. I promise you with all my heart and soul that there will come a day when you'll wake up in the morning and that heavy feeling in your chest will break. And you'll be able to take a breath for the first time. What you feel won't ever go away. That's a fact. And all of us cope with it. But you will breathe again. I don't know how, and I don't know when, but you will. I guarantee it.
Now, how do you feel with that?
Wow, I almost did cry. I saw his face looking up at me, and that
I know.
killed me.
And there were lots of beats in here and changes. You weren't just doing it straight ahead. There was activity, there was action, there was reaction, there was your voice changed, your instrumentals changed. It was just lovely work. What you guys, let me hear you all what you felt about it. Everybody turn your cameras on. What did you, I thought it was, the second time was just lovely.
It really helped me, the suggestions that you gave me to give it different colors, like you said.
Wasn't it beautiful though, the second time, you guys?
You could really
Yeah,
feel
I thought
her,
it was overall amazing, and that it could have been in a movie actually.
I couldn't hear you.
Sorry. I thought that it was really good and that it could actually be in a real movie.
Thank you.
That's so sweet. But wasn't it really moving? This time was so moving to me, you know, because you were moved. And because you were moved, I was moved. Does that make sense, Barbara? You weren't just acting it. You're a talented actress who was acting it. But this time,
If I didn't know her, I would get, oh, I'm so sorry for you. I was thinking it was real. I mean, I think a lot of things are real. So.
yeah, it felt very, very real to me.
Can I go next?
Oh, real to me. I'm a mother. I cannot even imagine that in my worst nightmare. Just.
I don't know. Actors are so brave that they put themselves through the things that they do. You know, I don't know if you guys watch The Affair, but what's her name? Ruth Wilson. Honest to God, she was incredible on that show, and they dragged her into that territory deep. It was a hell of a show for a while. I really recommend it. She was so mesmerizing. She was fantastic. Don't you saw it, Toni, didn't you?
I didn't
Did
like
you
it.
see The Affair?
I didn't like it.
Oh, you didn't like it.
I didn't like that series at all.
Did you not like her?
I didn't like any of them.
Huh.
Wow.
Just me.
Was it the characters you didn't like or the way they
I didn't feel anything for them.
oh,
Didn't like them.
huh.
But it's just me.
Yeah.
You know. So Mila, you want to go next?
Yeah, let me go just get my mom and my friends and my sister because they really want to see it.
So are you going next?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go get them quickly.
Any other feedback from you guys for Barbara?
no, it felt really real.
I liked her apprehension in her voice. And so I think there's a nuance there, even though it's a monologue. You know, that to me, it tells a story that she doesn't want to really share the story in a way, but even though she's expressing it, because of course, like Barbara says, it's a terrible story and experience to go through. And like every time you retell it, just like you re-experience, you know, the pain and the grief. I like that quivering in her voice because I felt like that's what it is.
So as actors, you have to begin to use these tools to make it real every time. Does that make sense? All right, let's bring up Mila. All right, everybody turn off our cameras. Here comes Mila.
I'm here, I'm watching. No.
All right, Mila, do you remember what we worked on last week a little bit? All right, well, raise your camera so I can see you and not your family.
Second.
All right. All right. And action.
You know what I don't understand, Jack? I don't understand love. Explain love to me, Jack. You can't explain love. Jack, what do you mean if you happen to see this cute little girl walk by? Why does she have to be cute? Cancel and fall in love with a girl who isn't cute and has freckles and a big nose? Explain that, Jack. I didn't say a great big nose. So, Jack, do you ever get married? What kind of girl do you think you'll marry? What do you mean to be the kind of girl who call you poor sweet baby? You're very strange.
Okay, Mila. All right, Mila, come back. We're going to work on it now. All right. Mila? That was real.
We'll go back and
All right, Mila, that was really good.
Thank you.
Now we're going to do it again. And I'm going to give you a little bit of direction, okay? And if I give you an intention, just use it. If you can't hear me, keep going until you can hear me, okay? Judith, turn off your camera. Judith, turn off your camera, honey. All right, so Mila, you went really fast. You were really good, but you went really fast. So Peppermint Patty is kind of a tomboy, isn't she?
Yeah, I dressed like her. I got the baggy green shirt and then the speckles and the eyes and the bags under her eyes. Sorry. And then I got her the blue shorts that she wears.
I got it. I got it. So,
Those are kind of baggy blues.
all right. So stand up, move the chair. I don't want you sitting down. Stand up, move the chair away.
It's a really heavy chair.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Don't hurt yourself, Mila.
Sorry, I got it.
How old is that dog behind you, Mila?
Oh, 94.
I think so. All right. So raise your camera a little bit so I can see your face.
My oldest is 9. My oldest dog is 102.
Can you raise your camera a little bit more, Mila? Just a little bit more. Okay. So what has Charlie said to you before you start talking to him?
Well, it's kind of, she didn't really say anything. Just like we're walking through the city park and nobody's talking, and then I just like decide to talk.
All right, so Mila.
Like all these people holding hands, and then I'm just like,
go stand. Mila, stand so I can see you. I can't see you.
Sorry, I'm sitting on the table.
All right, so stand there. And I want you to feel that uncomfortableness when nobody's talking. You're looking at Charlie Brown. I'll be Charlie Brown. And nobody's talking. So take a moment where you're just staring at Charlie Brown. And then take a moment and much slower now to question him.
Okay. You know what I don't understand, Chuck? I don't understand love. Explain love to me, Chuck. You can't explain love. What do you mean if you had to see this cute little girl walk by?
To laugh
Why
about.
is that cute? Can't someone fall in love with a girl with freckles and a big nose? Explain that. I didn't say great big nose.
To flirt with him.
So, Chuck, do you think you'll ever get married? What kind of girl do you think you'll marry? What do you mean she'd be the kind of girl who'd call you poor sweet baby? You're very strange.
Oh, that was good, Mila.
I watched a lot of movies.
You want to do one more time? You took my direction really well. The only thing I loved it. The only thing I was going to say is really listen to him before you say, I didn't say a girl with a big nose. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So take your time before that. Let's try it again.
You know what I don't understand, Chuck? I don't understand love. Explain love to me, Chuck. You can't explain love. What do you mean if you have to see this cute little girl walk by? Why did she be cute? Can someone fall in love with the girl who has freckles and a big nose? Explain that, Chuck.
Take your time.
I didn't say great big nose.
flirt with him?
Check. You think you'll ever get married? What kind of girl do you think you'll marry? What do you mean she's this kind of girl? Call you poor sweet baby. You're very strange.
It was so good. Everybody come back on and tell Mila what you felt about it. It was really good, Mila. You took my direction really well. How did you feel about it?
I felt a little out of the normal because I've never really done something like that before.
Uh-huh. But did you feel like you were really into it?
Yeah, I feel like I could do it, and I feel like the thing that really helped was that I memorized it really well, and just the words, and then they were just like flowing out, and I was just like reacting to the words. It felt like I was just reacting to a music video because I do that a lot. It just felt like that. It felt like I wasn't even saying anything. I felt like I was just like reacting to a music video, kind of, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, so you didn't feel like you had control, it had control of you?
Yeah.
That's great. That's acting. That was that's a really good thing to feel.
Mhm.
What did you guys think? Any reaction from you guys? From Mila? Mila?
I liked it.
And so the first couple sentences you said, it was kind of like you were reading it or memorizing, just reading or reciting, but then when you smiled, then it really became real, and from then on, it was really cool.
Anything else?
I love the way like she flirt. I think that's when she felt like really innocent. The way her flirt like was a childly way, so it looked very cute and it was really beautiful.
Yeah, I like the way you flirted, Mila.
I watch a lot of older kid movies for some reason. I just feel like I like them more. And sorry I had to hit that, but I drank something really fast, so just give me the hiccup. So
I love when you really listen. I feel like you listened to him before you said your next sentence, and that felt real to me too. And
That's hard to
I
do.
love your facial expressions. They're beautiful.
sorry about the barking. My dog is she's blind and she's deaf, so she can't really see anything or hear anything. So she doesn't know what's going on, no answer. And the door is closed, so I'm just gonna let her out really quickly so that she's not losing her mind.
Oh.
Well, okay.
She didn't know what the door was, so she was intimidated. She's like, and she went back.
So anything else? Any other feedback from Mila? I think, Mila, you go fast, and when you slow it down and really listen, it really took off for me.
Thank
You know. Anybody else? Okay.
Well, I agree that you go so fast and you move so much, it's hard to focus. And when you calm down and slow down, then I enjoy it so much more.
Yeah. So I think that
Didn't go with the reaction that I was going for, so I just scratched that out.
no, you did really good. Just slow it down. Slow it down. You don't have to go as fast as you were going, but you did a good job and you took all my direction, Mila. So here's the deal. Everybody else has to do their monologues. I know you want to play with your friend tonight. So just let me know when you need to go because I've got to watch everybody else's monologues. I'd like you to come back and do a scene because I've got a special scene for you. But if you can't,
I
don't
can
worry.
come back. I can come back whenever. I don't necessarily have to go. It's just that I'd like to see her, but like I can come back at whenever. Like if I leave at 8:30, I can come back at I can come back at 9, and I can leave at 9:30.
Okay, good.
Like
All
I
right.
can stay a little later since I'm gonna be missing a little bit of it. Like I can make up for the time because my friend's gonna be gone by 9:30, and I just want to spend the time that I have with them.
Well, let's see what happens, okay?
Yeah.
But you did a good job on your monologue.
Thank you. I said it kind of fast because I'm just used to talking fast, and I talk a lot, so I probably have like 3 monologues in a day because I just talk a lot.
Well, Peppermint Patty talks fast too, but we need to understand you.
Yeah.
'Cause
I didn't have time to watch the movie. I'm probably gonna watch it tonight, actually.
Well, don't copy the movie, Mila. Make your own choices.
The movie because I want to see like how I'm just curious. Like I saw how I performed it. I'm just curious of how the actor performed it.
Okay. All right. Well, big hugs. Go play with your friend. We're gonna go on
And
with.
also, Barbara,
Yes?
what was the movie called that you were doing the monologue from?
It wasn't from a movie. It was just a monologue written for women. There's a whole website that has monologues for kids and monologues for men and women.
Oh, they
And-
should make that a movie though. It sounds like it could be a very good movie.
What's
Yeah.
the name of that website, Barbara?
I don't even know. Let me see what it says on my.
When you find it, you can put it down in chat for us.
Sure.
I'm just gonna fix my hair because it looks very bad. I don't like it like that.
I have one, instantmonologues.com. That's where I got mine.
I think that's what this was.
Yeah, it's got a whole bunch of them for everybody. Yeah.
Great.
I downloaded 8 of them.
Yeah,
I can come
I
back
got a bunch too.
Okay.
I can come back whenever, honestly. I'll come back like 8:50 or something. I'll definitely come back. I'll figure out when I'll come back.
All right. Well, we got to go on and do the other monologues.
All right,
Bye
well,
bye.
I will be back. Bye.
Bye.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
All right, Danny.
All right.
So, our videos. Turn off your video, Barbara and Judith and Marshall.
I can't find, where is? I don't,
It's it should be at the bottom of
your screen.
at the bottom
Are-
of your,
Oh, okay.
you-
I
are
found
you- oh,
I found it.
good girl. All right, Danny, let's
Okay.
check it out.
All right. Hey, I got you a beer. Cheers. So, sorry about last night. I don't know. I just didn't feel like going out. Oh, all right. Okay. Well, actually, the guys were over and the game went along. I apologize. Okay. I know I should have called you earlier. I wasn't going to be there, but we're cool. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. I see you nodding, but I feel like maybe we're not cool. And actually, you're mad at me. So, are you mad at me? Blink once for yes, twice for no. Okay, fine. I'm not funny. I get it. Look, it's not like I knew you were going to go out early and get us a table. How could I have known that? We agreed we might meet at 8. Look, I'm not saying what you did wasn't nice. Normally, that'd be really thoughtful. But it still doesn't mean I knew you were doing it. If I had, I would have called you. I don't know. I think maybe you're just being a bit hypocritical. Really? Geez, never mind. Jeez, I take it back. Can you see I'm trying to apologize here? See.
Excellent. So you did a couple of things that Barbara was doing, and Danny, we all do it. Again, I call these things onomatopoeias. You were doing. Now I know that you made it part of your character, but you were doing it in places that the character wouldn't do it.
Okay.
I would call it Dannyisms because I've seen you do it before. Okay.
Okay.
And the other thing that I want to stop you doing is you were very much bobbing your head at the very beginning the whole time. And I want you to be still.
All right.
Until you start to nod your head on All right. For one nod, for one, two for,
Oh, yeah, yeah. Blink once,
because
please.
otherwise that doesn't stand out because you're nodding your head the whole time.
Right. Okay.
So is the line that opens this up is I brought you a beer?
No, I just threw that in as kind of like a little intro or something. I guess
I don't
the actual line is.
I don't care what you say, or I'm always game for people to add lines, okay, to
Mhm.
the monologue. But it seemed very inappropriate that you would offer this woman a beer.
Okay.
Because I don't think she's one of the guys.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like maybe the makeup gift was I brought you a box of chocolates.
Oh, right. Oh, well, maybe I'm just that much of a jerk. But yeah,
Well,
I get your point. I get your point. Yeah,
no,
you're
it's not. Actually, it's not you. You're painting a picture of her. And if she's a beer drinker like that, she wouldn't care whether you came or not that much. It looked like
Yeah.
she's like a beer guzzler or something herself. I mean, I don't know why, but it bothered me. Like it could be like hey, I brought you some crackers, or I brought you a bowl of soup, or do you know what I mean? You're bringing her some
Yeah.
stupid gift, but it could be stupid. Like I brought you,
Right.
what could it be? You tell me what it could be, because you're the character. What would he bring her that really might even piss her off even more? Not a beer.
Piss her off even more.
I mean, she's made dinner reservations. You never showed up. You're lying to her, and then you're caught in the lie.
So I got to buy her time.
It's the next day. You didn't even call her. What would you bring a girl? What would you bring her?
No, to be more of a jerk, I guess I would get her tickets to a ball game, because she would not want that.
No,
That
I
would
don't.
piss her off. No, you want me to find something that would actually show that I have a little heart. Maybe.
And I
Is that what you
don't
mean?
want you to judge your character that he's a jerk, because you're judging your character.
Oh.
Character
Oh,
doesn't
right.
jerk. So you can't play him as a jerk. You got to play him.
Okay.
You like her. What would you give her?
How about like a little stuffed bear or something like that?
There you go. I brought you this little stuffed bear. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And take
All
a
right.
moment at the beginning to hear her wrath. I mean, she's got to be, where the hell were you? God damn it. She was literally waiting for you at dinner.
Yeah.
So I want you to start off with that moment and listen to her. Listen to what she might be saying to you. And then what's your next line? I didn't feel like I wasn't, what was it?
I'm drawing a blank on it. Sorry about last night. Sorry about last night. I just didn't feel like going out.
Well, I think I take a break with, sorry about last night. Hear her yap at you. And then respond.
Oh.
I didn't feel like, to defend yourself. I didn't feel like going out. See, because then you're getting more and more into a lie, and she's catching.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try. Let's
Okay.
see.
All right.
When I give you an intention, if you don't hear me, keep going until you hear me.
Okay. All right. Hey, I brought you a stuffed bear. I know you like those. So sorry about last night. I don't know. I just didn't feel like going out is all.
To defend yourself.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, the guys were over. I can't lie. And the game went a little long is all. I apologize. Okay. I know I should have called you and let you know I wasn't going to be there, but we're cool. All right.
Justify yourself.
But we're cool. All right. I mean, yeah. I see you nodding, but now I feel like maybe we're not cool. And actually, you're.
Make a joke.
Hey, we're always cool, all right, you know? Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So, you're okay. You are mad at me. Okay. Look, it's not like I knew you were going to go out early and get us a table. How could I have known that? Because we tentatively agreed we meet at 8. We didn't really agree upon it.
To try and
completely.
flirt. Try and flirt.
But hey, by the way, that dress, yeah, it's working for you. Okay, still mad. Look, I'm not saying what you did wasn't nice. Normally, that'd be really thoughtful, but it still doesn't mean I knew you were doing it. If I had, you know, I would have called you. Look, I don't know. I think maybe you're just being tiny bit, perhaps hypocritical. Never mind. Jeez, I take it back. Jeez. Oh,
To make
baby,
true.
pardon me?
Make a joke. Don't stop. Don't ask.
Okay. Yeah. Clumsy me. You know me. I never really. I don't live. I'm only halfway there most of the time. Okay. Okay. Geez. I'm just trying to apologize here, baby. All right. Yeah. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Really, I promise you that. Because I don't want to go through this again. This was awkward.
Okay, so now put it all together.
Okay. Hey, I bought you a stuffed bear. You know, like the one you like, the ones you like. No, sorry I missed you last night. I just I didn't feel like going out. Is all. Yeah. Oh boy, you know, I can't lie. The guys are over, and the game went a little long. Is all. I apologize. Okay, I know I should have called you earlier. Let you know I wasn't going to be there, but we're cool, all right. All right, yeah. Well, I see you nodding, but now I feel like maybe we're not cool, and actually, you're mad at me. So, are you mad at me? Blink once for yes, twice for no. Okay, fine. I'm not funny. Okay, all right, I get it. Look, it's not like I knew you were going to go in early and get us a table. How could I have known that? You know, we agreed we might meet at 8. Look, all right. Okay, look, I'm not saying what you did wasn't nice. Normally, that'd be really thoughtful. But it still doesn't mean I knew you were doing it because we tentatively agreed we might meet at 8. You know? That dress is working for you, by the way, big time. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, geez. All right. Look, never mind. Can't you see I'm trying to apologize here, honey?
Good. How'd you feel with it?
It was good. It felt like it was drifting completely away from the actual monologue and just becoming more of a thing in itself, which I guess is good.
Everybody come back on. I liked it. I mean, I thought it was really different from the first time. And
Yeah.
Yeah, much better.
Definitely felt like your direction brought some life into it. And so.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know if it's possible, but I would like to see more facial expression.
Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah, I could probably have done that.
Getting in your way, Danny, just a little bit, and it's just something to think about. We all have our little tics that we all do as actors, and it's kind of like the way we act. We call them little tricks, and your trick is acting nervous. You know, that's your tick.
Mhm.
And you do it very well. And I think it's very appropriate for the monologue that you're doing. But if you overdo it, it can become a big distraction to
Oh,
what you're really feeling, like Judith says, in your face. You really got into it when you went from here to, I think we understand each other. We don't. Ah, okay. Then you started to really get into some facial expression. But before that, you were doing a lot of your ticks.
okay.
Uh, 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 I don't know. Did anybody else feel that?
Yeah,
I love it when
I,
I love it when you smile, Danny. When you smile
Oh.
big and you just let it
Oh.
go.
Yeah, can you do
Oh, thank
that?
you.
Can you
I,
smile?
you know, I have a tough time
I-
smiling because I always,
Yeah.
it feels like that's phony, but
Really?
No,
yeah.
No,
Does
but
it
it
look
lights
phony?
up your
No,
whole
no, it
face
looks
and it makes me
real.
believe you more.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Because I know I have friends that smile all the time, and I was like, I don't know, it's just,
I don't know, but
yeah, I'm working on it actually.
you're the
I wouldn't-
opposite. So your
But
mouth
don't do,
like
not
death.
too much teeth or you look like a Wallace and Gromit figure, you know?
What's sometimes I've seen pictures of myself smiling, and I thought I look more like I'm growling.
no one likes the way they look smiling sometimes.
Well, okay, yeah.
I used to love the way I smiled. Now I hate it. I don't know what I used to.
I like everything
Times are
that
changing.
Danny
Times
did.
change.
I was also curious as to what that would be like playing it. Like Danny, you played it very anxious, like she had all the power and you were sort of desperate to get on her good side. And
Uh-huh.
I did a gangster thing one week and it was pretty riveting. And I just thought, I wonder what this would be like if this guy was like, he's gonna cheat on her tomorrow. He cheated on her yesterday. She's gonna, take it every time. He's got it wrapped around his finger and he's playing like that defensive part. Hey, you can't blame me. I'm the one, like those colors flashing.
Turn it around her way.
Might be
Yeah.
interesting for you to try.
Why don't you try the first part like that?
All right.
Turn off our videos real quick and just try the first part like that. Turn off your video again, Judith and Barbara, real quick. Just the first part. You don't have to take it all the way through. And
Okay.
small
Hey,
conning her.
hey, I got you a teddy bear that you like, that little teddy bear. I got that for you. Yeah, I like it. Nice, huh? Yeah. So, sorry about last night. I don't know. I just didn't feel like going out, is all, Well, actually, the guys were over and the game a little long and we were having a great time and, but I apologize. I know I should have called you earlier, but, we're cool, all right? Yeah. Okay, I see you nodding, but maybe I'm feeling like maybe we're not cool. I don't know. Okay, well, look, I know I should have called you, but like I said, the game a little long, and I'm kind of. And to be honest, I've kind of completely thrown myself now, and I've become so. Oh well,
Okay.
Yeah.
Let go. Everybody come back. I think the first part, I like that change, Patrick. It was a real interesting change. And then maybe you can change somewhere in between where he thinks he's the real tough guy, but in actuality, she does have him wrapped around her finger.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were playing. We were having a good time. Yeah, you understand, right? Right. We don't. That would make it really funny,
Doing it completely different threw me in as I forgot where I was, and then I
liked it. I liked what you did.
Yeah, I thought
yeah.
I did too. It made more sense to me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I wonder if that's how it was intended when it was written. I never thought of it that way.
Here's the deal about this. Nothing is intended. by the way. It's the way you, the actor, interpret it.
Right. Okay.
And the beauty you'll find is you can stand with 5 guys and they'll all do it differently.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
By making different choices, like like Patrick said, he thinks he's going to get away with it because he always does it anyway. But this time she says no, and he realizes he's caught, and it gives you an arc. You know, I talk about
Right.
scenes where the guys do the character starts off this way, and then in the middle it tries to change it or whatever, and then it ends up going this way. So he ends up saying, yeah, you know, I didn't feel like going out. Okay, I can't lie. The guys came over. We can't. But what? Oh, come on. You know. And then he changes into, no, come on. He's defending himself. And we can see him slowly getting emasculated to the very end, which would be really funny, Danny.
Yeah. Okay.
Starts out so macho, and at the end, he's like a whimpering, you know, a whimpering puppy, you know. I promise I'm trying to, you know, please.
Yeah. Don't look at me like that. Don't give me that look. That look.
Yeah.
And I love your suggestion of the bear, because I think like a director could just give you a ton of stuff. Like you're trying to present her with this little bear. She doesn't want it. Now you've got it. You know, it's just some bit of business you can use during the scene.
Oh yeah, like she hands it back
really
to me. Yeah.
bring it to life. I thought that was a really good suggestion.
It would be
Yeah, I
very
could even kind of.
because if it's a little bear, it's like I brought you this bear that you love so much.
Right.
And then when she walks out on me, I take the bear and go, "Stupid bear."
I would have liked to heard or seen you be much slower about that. I felt it was just all too rushed. And when you brought her the bear, especially, you just moved right on. And, you know, I brought you this bear and then you just moved right on. But, you know, I brought you this bear. What do you, I know you like stuffed animals. And so I was hoping that you could, you know, that you would be more of your heart to her.
Well, I think that what Judith is trying to say, and that what I'm trying to say too with all of you, is don't rush.
Yeah.
There's no need to rush. Taking a moment to show us her reaction. Here's the bear.
I brought you a bear. What was that line?
Well, he improvised that line, Judith.
Yeah, I just said I brought you this this little teddy bear because I know you like those, and
yeah, and then you should pause. I brought you this teddy bear.
yeah, kind of watch her.
I know you like, because I know you like things like that.
Well, with acting, you guys, it's all your choice. And yes and no, he could go, or he could be fast, or he could be slow, depending on his character. If he's a gangster, maybe it doesn't matter to him.
That would be fun.
You remember gangsters, Judith. You dated one. You remember? You know what Jeremy was like.
Yeah, well, he thought he was. Yeah. Oh, he knew he knew gangsters. He knew real gangsters. Yeah.
Oh, talk to me about it. Great stories. I dated her ex-husband. That's why we laugh a lot. But and he knew a lot of gangsters. So but the thing is that what we're all saying, all of that can be taken into consideration many different ways. The best thing I'm trying to tell all of you is be slow. Action, reaction. Remember we did that Meisner exercise where we talked and then we listened and then we talked and then we listened. So important. Don't rush. Even if there's nobody there, you need to see them and hear them. Okay? Who wants to go next? All right, Rebecca. Let's turn off our cameras. Okay, sweetheart.
Okay, you tell me.
Start your before moment. Start working with your before moment. And action.
As a member of the Honorable Japanese Imperial Army.
Why were you talking to Janice Ian? She's so pathetic. Let me tell you something about her. I was best friends with her in middle school. I know, right? It's so embarrassing. I don't even. Whatever. Then, in 8th grade, I started dating my first boyfriend, who was totally gorgeous, but he moved to Indiana, and Janice was weirdly jealous of him. Like, if I blew her off for hanging out with Kyle, she would be like, "Why didn't you call me back?" And I would be like, "Why are you so obsessed with me?" Then, in my birthday, I made an all girls pool party. And I was like, "I'm sorry, Janice, I can't invite you because I think you're a lesbian." And I couldn't have lesbians there. I mean, girls were going to be in their bathing suits. Then her mom called my mom. She was like yelling at her. It was so retarded. And then in the fall, when we started high school, all her hair was cut off and she was totally weird. Now I think she's on drugs.
Okay, that was really good, Rebecca, but it was lacking. I think last week was much better for you. I think you've lost where you are. Do you know where you are?
Yes,
Where are
I'm
you?
in school.
Yes. And where are you in school?
I'm like in front of a desk with a lot of presents that they give for Christmas.
No, you're standing in a schoolyard. And
Okay.
Janice, you see her talking to Janice Ann, and I need to see her talking to Janice Ann, and then Janice Ann walks right by you and you just turn your head away. That would show us a couple of things. A, I think you're a little jealous of Janice because Janice is talented, and it would set up the where, and I think it would help you as an actress. You know, this is one time you can actually flip your hair back.
Okay.
You know, flip your mane, but why are you talking to her? You know, as you adjust your blouse.
Like this.
Yeah. As you adjust your blouse, and you maybe, you know, can do a nail, you know, as you know. But I have to ask you a question. Why do you hate Janice Ian so much? You as an actress need to let me know that. Why do you hate her so much?
I hate it because she thinks that being like totally weird or she can be friends with me, like being not a fancy or pretty girl like me.
I think that's one thing. I think another thing is you need to figure out what she did to you when you guys were best friends. Because you know, from 6th grade to 8th grade, there's a big change in girls and girlfriends. And you guys grew up together, you were best buddies, she told you secrets, but now you're the popular girl and she's not. So I think you need to start off warning your girlfriend. You're warning him. Why do you talk to Janice Ann? You know what I mean? Because you don't want to see her get, you know, looked down on by the other school people, okay? So let's start it again. You're in a schoolyard. You see your friend talking to Janice Ann. I want to see you watch that and then watch Janice Ann walk by and then come back to camera. Okay?
Yeah.
When you hear an intention, just do it. or if you don't, just keep going until you do hear me. All right, honey?
Okay. Yeah.
And action. Bring the level down a little bit more. Yeah, there. That's where you should be watching. Here we go.
Why were you talking to Jenny's Ian? She's so pathetic. Let me tell you something about her. I was best friends with her in middle school.
Let us
I
in
know,
on the secret. Big secret.
it's so embarrassing. I don't even... Whatever. Then, in 8th grade, I started dating my first boyfriend, who was totally gorgeous, but he moved to Indiana. Janice was
Boast. Boast. To boast.
really weirdly jealous of him. Like, if I blew her up, she would be like, why didn't you call me back? And I would be like, why are you so obsessed with me? Then, in my birthday, I made an all girls pool party. And I was like, I'm sorry, Janice. I can't invite you because I think you're a lesbian. And I couldn't have lesbians there. Girls were going to be in their bathing suits. I mean, right?
Get your point across.
But then her mom called my mom and she was like yelling at her. It was so retarded. And then in the fall, when we started high school, all her hair was cut off and she was totally weird. And now I think she's on drugs.
Oh, that was so much better. How'd you feel about that?
I feel like I'm literally talking bad about someone else that I hate.
Yeah. And I think the reason you hate her is because at one point you loved her.
Yeah. And it hurt me so bad that I just need to talk bad about her.
I don't think she hurt you. I think it's just that you grew so apart, you know, before you guys, you know, you'd go hiking, you'd go in the woods, you'd play games, you'd sing, and now you're the hip girl at school and she isn't. So you can't even, you've got to make up an excuse in your mind as to why you don't like her. So do you want to put it all together, Rebecca?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. And action. Bring your eyesight down. Bring your eye level down further. Yeah, there you go.
Why were you talking to Janice Ann? She's so pathetic. Let me tell you something about her. I was best friends with her in middle school. I know, right? It's so embarrassing. I don't even... Whatever. Then, in 8th grade, I started dating my first boyfriend, Kyle, who was totally gorgeous, but he moved to Indiana. Janice was weirdly jealous of him. Like, if I blew her up for hanging out with him, she would be like, why didn't you call me back? And I would be like, why are you so obsessed with me? And then, in my birthday, I made an all-girls pool party. And I was like, I'm sorry, Janice. I can't invite you because I think you're a lesbian. And I couldn't have a lesbian there. Girls were going to be in their bathing suits. I mean, right? And then her mom called my mom. And it was like yelling at her. It was so retarded. And then in the fall when we started high school, all her hair was cut off. And she was totally weird. And now I think she's on drugs.
You know, you did a really good job, Rebecca. One thing, all of you, come on. One thing, it hit me in this monologue, and I've heard it about 10 times because the kids in UCLA, the girls really like, they seem to pick this monologue a lot. When you say, I don't know. And then you start talking over yourself again.
Mhm.
Beginning, it just dawned on me the first time. She's thinking to herself, I don't even know why we were friends. Whatever. So the actress has to continue that thought. I don't know. Whatever. You see what I'm saying? You've got to really think in your brain that thought and then dismiss it. Why were we friends? Whatever. But that was
Okay.
really good. What'd you guys feel about that?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you did an excellent job. I really, I believed you, and I didn't like you.
Yeah.
It's so not like the real Rebecca. I don't think.
That's what was great. I was really, you turned it up the last couple of times, and you found that kind of bitchy, for lack of a better word, kind of color for her, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This is, yeah, I think that you have really, in my experience, have come a really long way. And this was really good. I thought it was really good. It was like a big leap forward from past performances.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I thought, and I'm not that familiar with this monologue, Rebecca, but I thought that there was a funny pause because what she says to her ex-friend is so outrageous. Like, I'm not going to invite you because I think you're a lesbian. It's like such a forward thing to say. And you know you're insulting the person you're saying that to in the mind of this girl anyway.
You're
And
hurting.
I thought maybe there was a beat where you would kind of wait for your laugh, you know, like to really land how outrageous that is before going on to the next part. Because it's very funny. This is Tina Fey, right? Who wrote this?
Yeah, Tina Fey wrote it.
It's funny.
You know, there's a real Janice Ian, right?
Yeah, you told me last week.
Yeah, she wrote a song called Ugly Girls that is so haunting and so beautiful. And she sings about what it's like to be an ugly, not pretty girl. And it breaks my heart every time I hear it. It really breaks my heart. You know, she's got this soulful voice. So, you know, Tina Fey is talking about a real Janice Ian, you know. So
Really funny, Rebecca. Very funny.
very good work.
Yeah.
Very good.